forward right now while speaking and going. Again, I got the enemy working very, very hard, trying to stop all this coolness, trying to stop all this blessing. But you know, God's always going to be a provider, and always going to be a willing official for His creation. So again, when the mic going in and out, understand that the enemy is always working towards me, trying to stop this good blessing, trying to stop this officialness. But you know, I'm way too sexy for that. Anyway, let's get down to this round now. So today we want to talk about don't be a complainer. And the reason why I say don't be a complainer, because nobody gives a fuck. And I mean that, and I don't mean to curse. Excuse me, no, I'm not even cursing. I don't mean to use profanity. But work with me. I need you to really understand that. And before I even get to this round now, of course you already know your boy got the handy dandy notebook. Don't make it spot. It's in the spot. Don't make it high. Ha ha ha. Who writes and split? Clearly your boy does. Can you dig what I'm talking about? I'm out here holding it with one hand because I got the one other hand doing it. We doing it and we grooving it and never losing it. Can you dig what I'm talking about? I think you can. Peace, love, and light. Let's get down to this round now. You know I'm long-winded. So, complaining only gets you nowhere at all. No, literally nowhere at all. Why? Because at the same time, no one cares. Excuse me. That's even more correct. No one does not give a damn about what's happening. Why? Because God is giving you all the tools you need to pick up and get what you need to go. And also, nobody gives a. You think anybody cares? Everybody's in their own world doing their own thing. They got bills to pay, families to take care of, priorities, obligations to tend to. You really think somebody's going to care? This is why psychiatrists and psychologists to get paid the big bucks to listen to other people's cares and woes. Like, it literally they made it a profession. Nobody don't care about that dumb shit. If you don't stop complaining about things that you know that you can fix, especially when you're not doing anything about the stuff that you're complaining about. People tend to always go around and complain. They tend to want to do things that does not make no sense, no type of inner understanding of comprehension of themselves at all. But what they tend to do is point the other finger and just be like, you know what, I don't know, it's his fault, this, that, and the third. It's the only fault you can carry is your own. You have to be responsible. And you have to show that you are responsible. He that is Lord of a little will be Lord of a much. So if you can't handle your own things, because you think, let me tell you something. I remember I spoke to one and she said, oh, if you put all your shit right there in the middle, everybody came together and put all their problems, their trials, their tribulations, their priorities, they put all their bullshit right in the middle right there. And you was able to see what everybody else is dealing with because everybody put all their shit right there in the middle. You'll take yours and run. Because you don't know what people are carrying. You don't know what type of shoulder boulder others have. You don't know what type of shoulder boulder they're carrying. All you can do is be compassionate and empathetic and show a little sympathy. I'm not here to say that you cater, but at the same time, you got to realize everyone's going through their own trials and tribulations. Nobody got time to take on yours. Why you think people smoking weed and doing drugs and doing all those things? They trying to lighten the load. This is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you something here. Walk with me now. I digress. You are the only one that cares. Fix it or shut the fuck up. Maybe it's New York in me. I don't know. Because clearly, if you from wherever I'm from, nobody don't give a fuck about what you go through. They like time is money right now. I get paid to hear what you say. What the hell are you talking about? All right, let me go on. Let me get to it. Because what are you talking about? You see what I'm saying? Like, we got time for that bullshit. Maybe in other rural areas, they got time. Tell me what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe getting, you know, but damn, over there complaining about some bullshit. Better cut. Go through that damn screen. Dude. Your subconscious is the backbone, supercomputer. However, please be mindful that its sensitivity is equivalent to a toddler. And I expel a little bit more, but I want to really get involved in that. When you got to realize when you are complaining, your subconscious is hearing all of this. So as your subconscious is hearing all of this, it doesn't understand the difference of general complaining or taking this as a sign of an issue. Like you could be like, oh God, I gotta pay my bills. I don't know what I'm going to do, this, that, and the third. You have to also realize when your subconscious is listening to this, it's taking it in like, oh my gosh, gotta pay bills. All right, then now it starts to trigger different chemicals. Like it's triggering things that will operate when you're feeling fearful, you're feeling anxiety, you're feeling sorrow, you're feeling lost, you're feeling tired. These are the things when you're starting to feel these things, etc. and so forth. It starts to generate things in your brain and start releasing certain chemicals to be able to combat that. Then you'll be put in your state, you'll be in a state of fear, and you're sitting at your desk at work. You be sitting like you in World War IV, and you just like your fan, you just not even break. You bugging out. You need to get you wilding out, right? Get it together. Gotta get it together. What? All right now. Until you do some intense work, also realize this. In order for your subconscious, I want to veer a little bit right now. In order for your subconscious to be able to grow or to gain some type of level of development to the point where you're adding age to it, so it can be able to handle things like that, so it can subconsciously be like, oh, all right, it's complaining right now. It is what it is. Instead of taking it like, oh my God, this is something happening, you know what I mean? Because you got to realize you'll put yourself in a state of shock and fear. You wouldn't even notice. You'd be like, oh my gosh, why do I feel this way? Because you've been talking that bullshit all day long. Your subconscious is hearing it and it's reacting and it's doing things, and your body's producing chemicals to be able to combat what you're talking about. And you may not even be feeling these things on a later note. You know what I mean? This is why it has no, like, listen, you got to also realize, I've seen people out there that's sitting on the couch eating ring dings all day, and then the issue is that they have legs to be able to get up and work out. This is why I take I'm very grateful, and this is why being humble, being grateful for the little things, this is what combats complaining. Because when you are not grateful and when you are not humble about the things that you already have, and you're looking at things to complain about, then you're not looking at things that you should be grateful for. And that is what's not making room for you to get greater things, because you're not looking at things to be grateful for. You're looking at things to complain about. It can always be worse. But if you're looking at things how things are worse right now, it's going to get worse, because you're not looking at the things or how it can get better. And that is the issue right there. You want to look at yourself right there and complain. You don't think anybody else is going through anything similarly of what you may be experiencing, or maybe even worse. But no, you don't want to do that. You want to take on your shoulder boulder and try to put it on somebody else's shoulder and share the weight of load. You don't even know the size of the weight of their own shoulder boulder. And the fact of the matter is, you're not even supposed to be carrying the shoulder boulder at all. But being that you don't know how to take care of your situation yourself, you want to complain and look at the next individual and try to bring more down, bring more bullshit onto others. That's some bullshit. Take up your mantle, take it up, and start bullshitting. God don't want that for you. God do not want that for you. No one's going to care about you, especially when you're not doing things to make. It's like, for instance, it's like if when you enter into a space and you can complain about it, you'd be like, yo, this place is mad dirty. This place is mad, this, down, and third. But you don't even clean up yourself. You don't have no right to talk about it because you don't even do it to yourself. How can you do it to others if you don't even do it to yourself? If you're not getting up, cleaning up, doing things, keeping things in shape and order, how in the hell are you going to be able to have the right to complain about disorder when you yourself don't even have order within yourself? Get it together. You looking like a sucker right now. And I'm telling you, that is some sucker ass shit. Get it together right now. Why? Because when the light turns on, it is not the eureka moment. It's not the aha moment. It is when you see yourself for what it is and you see the dirt within, and it's up to you to pick up that dustpan and broom and start cleaning it up and to make it more official inside yourself. But you don't want to do that. What happens? People be like, ain't that too wrong? What else happens when the light turns off? You add more dirt. They add more extraness. This is what the bullshit is happening. You don't want to do that. Hold on. You see what's happening right now? I'm trying to tell you. Let me see. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you. The enemy is trying trying to work against this cool stuff that I'm dropping. Enemy don't like it. The enemy around like, who does he think he is? This, that, and the third. How can he say stuff like that? I don't want him to say he's stupid. Oh well. God don't want that for you and God don't want that for me. But the fact of the matter is I know it and I show it. You don't. And you be trying to flaunt something that you're not, sucker. We getting on to it now. Can you dig what I'm talking about? Feeling it and I'm doing it. All right, let's go on. Let's continue on. If you can complain, you can pray. Simple as that. If you have time to complain, then you have time to pray. But you don't want to pray. And let me tell you something. Everybody's out there doing their own thing. They got things they got to take care of. But God is always going to give you that listening ear. God is always going to give you that shoulder to lean on. God is always going to do that. And he'll let you vent. He'll let you cry it out. He'll let you yell it out. He ain't going to even, he's just going to look at you and just be like, all right, wow, this. And it's always going to be genuine. And he'll never, ever, 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 ever leave you astray. At all times, he'll never leave you astray. All you got to do is understand this. God wants so much for you. But if you're going to complain, then he can't give you the blessings that's waiting for you. Because you're not cleaning up. When you start to clean up and when you start to be more official, God can see that, oh, you're developing in the proper path. Now I can give it to you. Remember, you have free will. God wants you to use your free will to utilize that relationship with him so he could be able to bless you. But you don't want to do that because you want to start complaining, pointing the finger, this, that, and the third, instead of doing it yourself. This is why a soft answer turns away wrath, while harsh words stirs up anger. Be quiet, speak softly, speak kindly, and don't ever take things personal. Take it generally. The minute you start taking it generally, it will never be personalized, and you'll never take obligation for the interaction that's happening. You don't have to complain. All you got to do is be grateful, because it can always get worse. Always get worse. You got people complaining about the dumbest shit ever, but then at the same time, you got to realize you're living inside of a house. There's people out there that's living on cardboard boxes and they're grateful to have shelter over their head, and it's a cardboard. You need to be grateful for what you have, because it can always get worse. But in the sense of that, it can always get better. But it's up to you to be able to perceive the positivity. If you got time to complain, you got time to pray. Period. And if you don't want to pray, if you don't want to complain, then get up and do something about it. But if you start complaining, all you're going to do is just give room for the enemy to be able to enter in and have a good old, fun old time. And to be very honest, for you, for them, it's going to be good old and fun old time for them. But for you, it's going to be a very, 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 very bad experience. Please understand this. Get it together now. Again, yeah, that's it right there. Again, I'm going to end it off like that. Again, this message is for the adept out there, for the master, the expert, the proficient, the efficient, the self-efficient, the one that's doing it and never losing it, that's growing, that's glowing, that's going at all times. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. And remember, speak good, see good, do good. For when it is good, it's all good. Can you dig it? And for the haters out there that love looking at your boy, make sure you look at my good side, because you know that I'm sexy. Can you dig what I'm talking about? I hope you can. And again, I kind of came a little wet. Don't take it as aggression. That has nothing but some passion going on right now. I had a really good night's rest, all right? Don't beat me up. I'm out here doing it. Peace, love, and light. See you guys in the next video.